Today, I'm going to be reacting to a BTS speech at the United Nations. I've had so many people say, you got to check this out. Our boys went and addressed the UN. Now, when I heard this, I was like, okay, kind of odd. But people said, no, check it out. It will make sense to you. And it'll actually have you have even more of an appreciation for them. Now, I already appreciate the hell out of them. I'm actually like starting to really fall down the rabbit hole of BTS. But when I heard this, I was like, right, we've got to do it. Guys, let me know, what were your first reactions when you heard that BTS had done a speech at the United Nations, and when you saw it, what did you think? Now, I love doing these kind of videos as well, so if you guys want to see more types of videos like this, let me know what kind of videos. Are there any kind of YouTube channels that you guys would recommend that do lots of videos as well that maybe I should react to, so it's not just like music videos and stuff like that? Let me know. Now, as always, I will try to not edit these videos as possible. Sometimes YouTube blocks them, sometimes they block them in certain regions, so a whole bunch of people can't see them, but some can, and it's usually because like music gets used, or there's like with the James Corden one, it was just the footage just kept getting hit. So if we ever do have any videos that are edited or blocked, you can check them out over on Patreon, as well as all the unedited versions and full album reactions. So if you want to check those out, they'll always be out way before YouTube as well, so links to that will be down in the description below. Plus, come and join us, we're having an awesome community over there. Also, I'm completely open to all different types of content, so if you guys want to see different types of videos, let me know, what do you want to see? But guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get it. Oh, damn.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary General, UNCUT Executive Director, and all the excellencies in this.
Dude, look at them in their suits.
My name is Kim Namjoon, also known as RM, the leader of the group BTS.
He speaks
so well. It is an incredible honor to be invited to an occasion with such significance for today's young generation.
Oh,
Last November, BTS launched the Love Myself campaign with UNICEF, building on our belief that true love first begins with loving myself.
Amen.
We've been partnering with UNICEF's End Violence program to protect children and young people all over the world.
God, he's beautiful, isn't he?
And our fans have become a major part of this campaign with their action and with their enthusiasm.
I've heard the charity work the fans do is
the best fans
insane.
And I'd like to begin by talking about myself. I was born in Ilsan, a city near Seoul, South Korea. It is a really beautiful place with a lake, hills, and even an annual flower festival.
Damn, sounds like an anime is made there, man.
And I was just an ordinary boy. I used to look up at the night sky and wonder, and I used to dream the dreams of a boy.
Bruh. The level of like intense pressure and like fright and nerves that he must have had to do this, you have to give immense credit to him. Of course, he's the leader of BTS, but not just that, he's like I think he's the only one that can speak fluently English. Well, if I don't know if the others do at this point now, but I think certainly then he did. So he has to take on a lot of those kind of burdens, and to see him kind of be that, like, he doesn't even look nervous. That's the thing. Like, he's so confident, and that's one thing that I really admire about him. It's not even just that, like, we reacted to his album and some of his new releases, and just how brave he is in those. Like, he is a true artist in my opinion. And, you know, whether people think, you know, K-pop isn't, you know, pushing the boundaries, that's what a lot of people maybe outside of the genre that haven't given it the time of day think, you know, they probably think it's all manufactured, it's all this and that. That's a load of nonsense. I mean, he is a true, and I mean true, artist.
I used to imagine that I was a superhero who could save the world. And in an intro to one of our early albums, there's a line that says, "My heart stopped when I was maybe 9 or 10. Looking back, I think that's when I began to worry about what other people thought of me, and started seeing myself through their eyes.
Oh, yeah.
I stopped.
That is an awakening that you have.
The night skies, the stars. I stopped daydreaming. Instead, I just tried to jam myself into the malls that other people made."
Isn't that so powerful? Like, I don't think that there's a single person that's watching this video right now that hasn't identified or felt that feeling before. And it's crazy, you know, I used to try and dream of being a superhero. Now all I'm focused on is what other people are seeing, not me. So powerful. And this is another example of the way he has with words is something else.
Soon, I began to shut out my own voice and started to listen to the voices of others.
Bro.
No one called out my name, and neither did I.
Oh my God.
My heart stopped and my eyes closed shut.
Jesus.
So like this, we all lost our names. We became like ghosts. But I had one sanctuary, and that was music. There was a small voice inside of me that said, wake up, man, and listen to yourself. But it took me quite a long time to hear music calling my real name. Even after making the decision to join BTS, there were a lot of hurdles. Some people might not believe, but most people thought we were hopeless.
Bro, imagine.
And sometimes I just wanted to quit.
I love how honest
But I think I was very lucky that I didn't give it all up. And I'm sure that I and we will keep stumbling and falling like this.
I just love because, you know, these celebrities, these idols, when we see them most of the time, when we're introduced to them, is very few people that actually see them from the beginning. I saw them as megastars. That's all I've known. The first time I heard of them, truth be told, I was told they just sold out Wembley Stadium 2-3 nights in a row. Now, when you hear that for the first time, you're like, holy shit, who has just come from overseas and done that? They're a megastar. But you don't think of them like this. And even when they're at this level already, you don't perceive them to feel like this, but they do because they're human.
BTS has become artists performing in those huge stadiums and selling millions of albums right now, but I am still an ordinary 24-year-old guy.
Damn, 24.
If there's anything that I've achieved,
putting us to shame.
It was only possible that I have my other BTS members right by my side, and because of the love and the support that our ARMY fans all over the world made for us.
Hell yeah, man.
And maybe I made a mistake yesterday, but yesterday's me is still me.
Bro.
Today, I am who I am with all of my faults and my mistakes.
Yes, you don't get here without them.
Tomorrow, I might be a tiny bit wiser, and that'd be me too.
Oh, poetry.
These faults and mistakes are what I am, making up the brightest stars in the constellation of my life. I have come to love myself for who I am, for who I was, and for who I hope to become.
It's so incredibly powerful what he's saying here, because let's be real, none of us can be BTS. We can never even get a slither of the kind of success or achievement level that they will ever, even at their worst, achieve. However, what he's saying is something that can be applied to anyone, no matter what you do, what you feel, or how you are. And I really respect that, because I genuinely feel when I watch these boys, I say boys now because I know you guys always pick it up, but I'm British. That's what we do. We call everyone boys. They're our boys. These men, I genuinely feel like they're not superstars. Like, they are, of course, some of the biggest superstars in the world, but they just genuinely feel like normal people. And that's so rare. And I don't think that's a facade. I believe that now.
I like to say the one last thing. After releasing our Love Yourself albums and launching the Love Myself campaign, we started to hear remarkable stories from our fans all over the world, how our message helped them overcome their hardships in life and start loving themselves.
That's amazing.
Those stories constantly remind us of our responsibility. So let's take all one more step. We have learned to love ourselves. So now I urge you to speak yourself.
Powerful.
I like to ask all of you, what is your name? What excites you and makes your heart beat?
It's a powerful question, dude.
Tell me your story. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your conviction.
Conviction is where it's at.
No matter who you are, where you're from, your skin color, your gender identity, just speak yourself.
Speak yourself. I love that,
Find your
man.
name and find your voice by speaking yourself.
That is an amazing speech.
And also RM of BTS. I'm an idol, and I'm an artist from a small town in Korea.
Dude, you
Like
did them
most people,
proud.
I've made many and plenty mistakes in my life. I have many faults, and I have many more fears, but I'm gonna embrace myself as hard as I can.
Dude, that makes
And
you
I'm starting to
invincible.
love myself gradually, just little by little. What is your name? Speak yourself. Thank you very much.
Oh, dude, incredible speech. That is amazing.
Thank you very much. With so many young fans around the world, it was a pleasure having BTS with us, and I'm thankful that you use
I like the fact that
your
Nikki did
platform
it
and
too.
creativity to reach young audiences
That
with
was
positive
amazing.
messages about what it means to be a young person in the world today.
I'm genuinely so impressed by RM. You know, I've already, you know, listening to his album recently really kind of opened me up to the way that he thinks, because obviously in BTS you only get to see certain segments of each one because, you know, there's a lot of them. So seeing RM recently and then with this, I just feel like he is a very special human being. Of course, he's incredibly talented, you know, like vocally, lyrically, everything like that. But for me, I think the thing that stands out and makes me kind of like him the most is the way that he thinks. You know, I just genuinely think that, like, you know, even as a 33-year-old from the UK that's not even into K-pop and getting into it, you know, just new to it all, having no real connection or like middle ground with someone like that, I generally think I could go for a beer and we would just like have a good time, you know, and that's an idol. Guys, let me know, what did you think of this when you first watched it, and how did it make you feel and reflect after? Now, like I said at the start of the video, if there are any other videos kind of like this that you want to see, any other cool things you'd like to see me react to, let me know down in the comments below. And as always, if you want to see these videos way before they hit YouTube and see the full uncut versions as well as all the full album reactions completely uncut, run BTS, everything else, live performances, and even request your own reactions, I do have a Patreon, the link to that is down in the description below. But guys, I'll see you next time. Peace.